I'm Megan.
And we're Tennesseans for Fair Taxation.
We're here today to tell you a story about how Tennessee's tax structure is unfair and what we can do to change it.
Here are our characters. Miss Empty Pockets. She represents the bottom 20% of Tennessee's taxpayers, earning on average $10,200 per year.
Mr. McMiddle. He represents the middle 20% of taxpayers, earning $38,000 per year.
Miss Goodlife, representing the bottom portion of the top 20% of taxpayers, earning $103,100 per year.
Mr. Silver Spoon. He represents the top 1% of Tennessee taxpayers, earning an average of $1,365,800 per year.
Tennessee Senators Bob Coker, Lamar Alexander, Representative Diane Black are all in this range. So let's start by looking at the sales tax. Miss Empty Pockets will take 9.3 steps forward.
Mr. McMiddle will take 7.3 steps forward.
Goodlife will saunter to 4.4 steps.
And Mr. Silver Spoon swagger to 1.3.
Next, let's look at the property tax. So Miss Empty Pockets will take 2.4 steps forward to 11.7.
Mr. McMiddle takes 2 steps forward to 9.3.
Goodlife takes 1.6 steps forward to 6.
And Mr. Silver Spoon takes 1.2 steps forward to 2.5. Now let's look at the income tax.
For the income tax, Miss Empty Pockets will stay in place.
Mr. McMiddle stays in place too.
Miss Goodlife takes 0.1 step forward to 6.1.
And Mr. Silver Spoon takes 0.8 steps forward to 3.3. Let's stop for a second and look at this. This is where we are in Tennessee now. Lower income families are paying a much greater percentage of their income than people at the top. This is called a regressive tax structure, and it's what we live with in Tennessee.
As Tennesseans for Fair Taxation, we want to change this so that revenue comes from those who have the responsibility to give back to their communities.
So how can we do that? Let's look at the Tax Cut and Job Creation Act supported by TFT. Start by eliminating the state sales tax on food.
Miss Empty Pockets takes 0.6 steps backwards.
Mr. McMiddle takes 0.4 steps backwards to 8.9.
Miss Goodlife takes 0.2 steps backwards to 5.9.
Mr. Silver Spoon stays in place. With an income of over $1 million per year, grocery bills are chump change to him.
Then, reduce the sales tax on non-food items like bicycles, cars, computers, books, shampoo, and clothes. Miss Empty Pockets takes another 2.9 steps backwards to 8.2.
Mr. McMiddle takes another 2.4 steps backwards to 6.4.
Miss Goodlife takes 1.6 steps backwards to 4.3.
Mr. Silver Spoon takes 0.6 steps backwards to 2.2.
Now, let's look at the whole income tax next.
Mr. Empty Pockets and Mr. McMiddle stay in place. They don't have investments.
Miss Goodlife takes 0.1 step backwards to 4.2, and Mr. Silver Spoon takes 0.5 step backwards to 2.2.
Next, we'll look at the establishment of a broad-based progressive income tax. Guys, what's wrong?
They're afraid of an income tax.
Most people are, but what they don't realize is that most working and middle-income families would actually see a tax cut, not a tax increase.
Mr. Silver Spoon, get away from that light switch. Please take 4.5 steps forward to 6.7 to represent the percentage you pay with an income tax.
Miss Goodlife, please take 3.5 steps forward to 7.7.
Middle, 1.3 steps to 7.7.
And Miss Empty Pockets stays in place.
Much better. This is what the Tennessee tax system would look like under TFT's proposal. Every citizen paying a proportional percentage in taxes. regardless of their income levels.
Because when we all commit to fair taxation, we can have a better society.
Yes, that means better schools for our kids, roads in good repair, public transportation, a stronger fire and police department, and great libraries. Because we wouldn't be dependent on the lowest of the income bracket to fund us.
We're Tennesseans for fair taxation, and we believe in revenue with justice for all.
Join us. To 2.2. That's a far way down.
Yeah.